This video is to talk about the effects that the Watchtower Bible and Tract Society has had on my life. And what I want people to know about this organization is that it creates an environment where it robs you. And it robs you of many, many things. First of all, it robs you of free thinking. You're told that being an independent thinking is considered wrong and of the devil. That's what Satan was. They even refer it to Satan back in the Garden of Eden. He had this independent thinking. He wasn't following the plan. He was the first independent thinker. And so they are making your world, making you so dependent on them for every little thing so that you don't develop yourself to be an independent thinker if you're born in. And if you are going in later in life and you are an independent thinker, one of two things is going to happen. Either they will suppress that in you until you are no longer an independent thinker, or you're not going to last very long in the organization. I think it's important for people to know how destructive this cult is. I can't even call it a religion. It's a cult. And you should know that it's going to rob you of who you are as a person. And I'll give you an example. Like growing up, weren't allowed to have worldly friends. So, you certainly weren't going to go to any kind of worldly events like proms or go out on dates. I mean, you didn't participate in any of that stuff. You weren't allowed to grow as young people do. You didn't have boyfriends. You didn't talk to boys on the phone. You didn't get out on dates. You're just so suppressed that you don't even get to grow as a normal person does. You don't get to, do a lot of sleepovers, if at all. You don't create friendships with worldly people. And if you manage to, they're kept at bay. You don't go over their house a lot, and that's if you're fortunate. Depends on how strict your parents are. So you're just so much is withheld from you. You're not allowed to watch rated R movies, so you're not allowed to experience things. So many places that you don't get to go, and diverse people that you don't get to be around. These are all things that help you develop and grow and become your own person. And you're robbed of these experiences and these feelings and these things, these good times that were entitled to you. And you don't get to be a part of anything. You don't have a life. You don't have a life. And the life that you do have is about servitude, about serving the organization, studying, meeting preparation. And so you live your whole life this way. And then one day, if you're fortunate, you wake up and you get the heck out. Okay, great. But not really. Because you know that there's going to be a high price to pay. You know you're going to lose your family. You know your world is going to change. You're no longer going to have a support system. And if you're married and have children, well, my God, you're in for a world of hurt. And This organization gets you coming and it gets you going. It does a lot of damage, and it just robs you of life and joy. You know, to talk to a witness, they want to give the impression that they're happy, joyous people, but they're not. They're not. I know they're not. I've walked in their shoes. They're not happy, peppy people. You want to believe that you are. You want to pretend that you are. Because you're trying so hard to be that model that is placed in front of you that you feel that you should be. But people have a hard time living up to that. And I don't know. All I can do is just keep warning you. Warning you, if they knock on your door, to stay away from them. If you're having a Bible study, for God's sakes, stop it. They're not giving you Bible truth. You're not studying the Bible. You're studying their publications. And you need to be aware of that. You need to be mindful of that. And if you are in and you're watching this video, salvage what you can of your life. Salvage what you can. Take back what you can. Don't hand over everything to them. They've gotten enough from you. They've gotten enough from me. I'm here for you. Ugh. It's just so frustrating. So frustrating. Just want you to know that this is a very destructive, wicked cult. Be careful and live for you.